Hey, what's up everyone? How's it going today? In this video I just wanted to show you basically whenever I get back from my trips to New Mexico or Colorado, what I actually have to do with the vehicle to get it swapped back to the look that you normally see. So as of right now, there's no side skirts, anything on it. It basically has the factory wheels on it with these Blizzak winter tires on them. And you can see the car, especially right here, it's just super dirty. So what the plan is today is to wash the car, put all of the Aero body pieces back on, change the oil, and make sure everything's good. Kind of clean up the interior, and we'll be set. with the Optima battery here, I did put the regular, I guess you would say, tie down on here. And the reason for that is because last time I went to New Mexico, I had the stock Subaru battery, and it died on me in the mornings where it worked in the afternoons, but just, I guess, because it was so cold, it wouldn't actually crank. So it made me nervous this time around, and I just wanted to, I guess, be ready. I had taken off this piece so I didn't have to mess with it just in case I needed to jump the car off. But actually, I didn't have to mess with this one bit while I was there. The Optima battery did its job, and I didn't run into any issues. So this is +1 on the Optima. I would recommend it. It has a 3-year warranty and did really well for me. So now that I'm back, I'm just going to take off this cover here and put the carbon fiber one back on. So this would be a good time to show you what kind of a stockish look is. You have your stock wheels, no spats. Well, I guess there's the JDM one, but nothing too aggressive. No side skirt. And coming around to the front, no lip. And same for the sides. Stock wheel, no side skirts. And then in the back, no spats. There's the HT Auto's rear diffuser, which definitely is a look that I like. Something I didn't take off just because there's not much issue whenever I get into the snow with it. So what I'm doing now is just going to raise the car up, put the actual raise 57 CRs back on, and start putting on the side skirts, front lip, and rear spats. Wanted to show you how the exhaust looks. It's pretty worn out. There's not much shine to it. And this part is completely black, besides maybe this little dot of silver there. So what I'm going to show you just by using this mother's polish, just basically put it on, buff it out, and all I'm using is a rag, and I'll show you the difference it makes. So this was about 2 minutes of work here. If you look, I haven't buffed it off yet, but this compared to that does an awesome job. Gonna work on the other one now, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all done and buffed. So look at this huge difference just by using the mother's polish here and old microfiber. Gonna do the other side, then move on to installing the rear spats and side skirts. So the exhaust is looking really good now. That polish really brought back the shine. It's crazy how much of a difference. So if yours are black and got a lot of soot built up on it, I'd suggest grabbing some of this and just spending some time working on it, and it's going to come back to looking something like this. Now I'm going to move on, put on these rear spats, and then start on the side skirts. Rear side spats are done. Time to move on to the side skirts. finally on. Now what I'm going to work on is the actual splitter here. So I'm going to get it all installed and show you the completed process. So I finally have the front splitter back on. This takes a little bit of time because you're just having to screw in each bolt, and my drill crapped out on me, so had to do it all by hand. Finally got it all back together. So what I'm going to do now is actually start draining the oil and then start flipping the tires. So you can see right up here has a Fumoto valve. It's the first time actually doing this. So it's like you pull the little clip off here. You're going to position get you back. So the little slide was a little bit in the way, but I just put some pliers in there and pulled, so oil's all draining now. So in the meantime, I have the oil draining. I'm going to go ahead and swap the wheels. And it's real handy being able to pull off lugs with the air gun. Now I'll go ahead and get my hub rings on here and just get everything all prepared. So I got the wheels finally back on, and it's a big relief because I was getting tired of looking at these stock wheels. So I'm going to go ahead and close the Fumoto drain valve and start adding oil. Now when I'm changing the oil cap, I actually take off the new one, and old oil, it's not going to hurt anything, but I go ahead and lube up this piece here just to make sure it has a good connection. And just put it all back in. Simple as that. I actually really like that Fumoto drain valve because it didn't let everything just all pour out at once. You can adjust how you're letting it out, and it lets it out a little bit slower, where I'm never in a rush to be able to drain oil. There's always something else I can do during that time, so it's nice that it doesn't spill all over the pan and get everywhere. So I actually am pretty excited about having installed that. Oil all put in, main needs topped off, but I'm going to go ahead and torque everything, start the car, then check the oil. So the final thing I have now is to install some new wiper blades. I found this out on the way back that my wiper blades really stink right now. So I went ahead and got the Rain X Latitude. I think what's cool about these is it has the Rain X on it, so it applies it as it's actually wiping the windows, which I think will help me out later on whenever I run into some rainy weather. So I got the new wiper blades on, all ready to go. These are actually pretty cool. You can see it here on this one. It really bends, so whenever it's on here, it has a lot of curve that fit it flush, I guess, with the windshield here to prevent streaks. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna, I guess, set the car up now, and I am done. So finally have everything finished up. The car is looking good. So you can see a big difference that the car makes with the wheels and all of the side skirts, the spats and the front splitter. I'm going to go ahead and pull it in now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, happy driving and enjoy.